in the key of G, how would this chord function? Here's what's written from low to high. And together you get this sound. All right, so what do we have here? From low to high, the notes written are D, G, B, and then on top we have F natural. To build the chord, we want to rearrange these notes into stacked ascending thirds, and with these letter names, we want to label G as the root, B as the third, D is the fifth of the chord, and then F natural is going to be the seventh of the chord. If you choose any other note as the root of the chord, you won't get all of the chord tones, okay? But if you choose G as the root, G, B, D, F, we have stacked ascending thirds, we get a root, third, fifth, and seventh of the chord. So it's some type of seventh chord, okay? So this is your best option here. The next step to figure out the quality of the chord is to look at the intervals between the notes. G up to B is 4 half steps, that is a major third. B up to D is 3 half steps, that is a minor third. Major third plus minor third, that is the recipe for a major chord. So this is the G major chord. And then we have a seventh on top. The seventh is a minor seventh above the root, or it's also a minor third above the fifth. So this, a major chord plus a minor seventh on top, this is the recipe for a 7 chord or a dominant 7 chord. That's what we have here. This is a G dominant 7 chord. Also, because the D's in the bass, this would put the chord in second inversion, in case you're interested. Now, we've got a G7 chord here. How would this function in the key of G? Well, you might think, well, this is going to be the 1 chord or the tonic chord. It's not, because of the 7th of the chord being F natural, okay? This changes the quality of the chord. A 1 chord in a major key is actually going to be a major 7 chord, and we would have F sharp in that case for this chord. But what we have here is a dominant chord, G7. So dominant chords, remember, in a major key, a dominant chord is going to be a 5 chord. So this is going to be a secondary function chord. It has to be 5 of something. 5 of what? G7 is 5 of the note C. And C is the 4th scale degree in the key of G. So this chord here is a secondary function, 5, 7 of 4, okay? It's G7 going to C. So very likely in the music what you would have is, if we were in the key of G and all of a sudden you get this chord here, the next chord most likely is going to be a C chord or a 4 chord. So I hope that makes sense. I will see you next time.